Cancer, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast for September 28th through the 4th of October. My name is Athen. This is, of course, for Sidereal Astrology, so if you're new to this form of astrology, do check the description down below because your sign might be different. So Cancer, we're in a sort of full tide right now with that lunar eclipse energy that took place the previous weekend on Sunday, really on Monday of this week too. We should be feeling this quite strong because it is involving your ruler, the moon. The energy levels will be higher this early part of the week, and then you'll notice them slowly dropping, but you probably won't even notice a dropping. You'll just notice it maybe even easier to manage as the week unfolds. So it's all about this awareness involving your life path. You have this lunar eclipse in your ninth house, which is about where you're headed, where you're going. It's about understanding more about yourself spiritually, understanding more about life in general, maybe even sharing your wisdom with others and learning more wisdom as well. That's all the ninth house stuff. Some of you might be traveling, you might be expanding your horizons quite literally, but it is anything that is expanding, and that's of course our life, it's our self, it's our growth, and things like that. So these are the types of questions to maybe ask or reflect on during this early part of the week, because it is Pisces. It is a very spiritual time period, and it is about understanding more about what is really meaningful to you in life and what the meaning of life is, and those kinds of questions that help you connect to it on a much more intuitive and spiritual level. So that's going to be the emphasis because, like I said, there's not a whole lot going on this week. That lunar eclipse will be the high point. And we do have a couple aspects here on Wednesday. The sun's going to conjoin up to Mercury, and Saturn is going to be sextiling the north node. So in terms of this sun-Mercury conjunction, all of this ninth house energy is channeling and helping you bring it into the more grounded, the more practical daily sphere of things. This is where the North Node's been transiting. Your third house for the past couple years, which is about taking the philosophy, the wisdom that you do have, and maybe doing something tangible with it, like writing or literally communicating it, or focusing more on the communication, or taking it into something practical that you can literally apply, maybe through self-improvement or whatever it might be. But that's what this pulling energy is, because the lunar eclipse is involving the south node, which is the receding energies, and this north node energy is the life path. It's what's coming. It's the continuous growing of your future, and that's involving your communications, exchanging, and the more practical aspects of life. So this part of your chart is going to be highlighted this week. Mercury's still retrograde here, so you should be thinking and maybe even restructuring and redoing the correspondence and your communications and how you think about things, and your overall outlook on life is probably changing, and especially in regards to the spiritual matters, since Mercury rules your 12th house as well. So with the sun going over there, there's a lot to be learned. Usually that's an illumination. Mercury's closest to the earth at this time as well. You could be learning a bit about your values, a bit about maybe even the financial or material side of life, but all in all, your maybe confidence level and your ability to go after your values in life. That's seen from the sun ruling that second house, but you do have a lot of energy in that second house. You could be enjoying the simple pleasures as you have been this week with Venus here in the second. Could be good financially depending on your personal charts, especially because Jupiter's expanding this particular area. Mars, you could be quite motivated to pursue your values, and again, maybe do some restructures or changes to the financial or material aspects of life. But again, it's all about taking action towards those values, which in turn is helping you create a greater sense of self-esteem, self-worth, and stability. So that's going to be a strong emphasis with that Mercury retrograde. Now Saturn sextiling the North Node is very significant. So there's positive energy going into this week involving those third house matters of communications and thinking. Now Saturn is transiting into Scorpio in this early part of October. So this energy is going into your fifth house. So there's matters relating to your communications, in more of the passionate sense, the self-expression, the creative, and it could be creative projects, it could be romance, it could be children, it could be anything that essentially we enjoy in life or that we create in life. So that's the fifth house. And so with Saturn, it does make it quite serious. It does, put that discipline onto that area of your life for the next couple years. And if you want more of an indication of this, look back to the tail end of last year and the beginning of this year when Saturn dipped into Scorpio. But now for the next 2 years, it's about building the things that you are really passionate about and put a smile on your face and that you create. And through that, those foundations will be solidified over the next couple of years. So a lot of you will be feeling that shift this week, but certainly as the month of October unfolds. So I think the highlight for you Cancerians is certainly this lunar eclipse energy of that ninth house, about your philosophy, your life path, integrating that, grounding that wisdom into the practical, the communicative daily sphere of things while reflecting on that with Mercury retrograde, and continuing to learn a lot about the importance of putting energy towards your values, enjoying the simple pleasures of life, being grateful for what you have in your life, etc. So Cancer, have a great week. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, please let me know, and I'll see you all next time.